idea what I am doing because I don't know what I am doing. Some of what you see may involve risk of injury or damage to your electrical pneumo box if precautions are not followed. Simply, I'm just here to inform and maybe, just maybe, provide some edutainment. Welcome.
Well, why not another one? A genuine unboxing, because, well, why not? I saw this. Hello, Mr. Spider. You want to join in on this? Seriously? I know. Want to say hi? Hello. I know. Go that way. Come on. No, that way. Come on. There you go. Keep going. Yeah, there you go. Now that we've been so rudely interrupted, I saw this. I like weird things. So now you're going to hang out over here? Okay. You're going to try to justify trying to get me back on the Pioneer over here? Fine. Okay. I like weird stuff. I like old stuff. I saw this listed for cheap on the bay of letter E. And it struck my fancy. So, yeah, like I need another project. But I thought at least this one felt like a story to me. And I like stories that go along with things. I don't know what the story is, I'm just projecting here. But this struck me as a much loved thing from somebody a while ago. So I wanted to do it. Double boxing. Gotta love that. Kudos to the person who sent this to me. See what we got. Hopefully it's what I was supposed to get. Not like a brick, because that wouldn't be good. But yeah, it's a box with a box with a box. Okay. A on the shipping from this eBay seller. Make sure I don't cut my hands. Yeehaw. You'll see it says deluxe. Oh, this is gonna be good. A deluxe all transistor tape recorder, dual motor 2-track. Comes with let's see, remote control. Oh, that's in there. Leather case. I don't remember the remote control being in there, and microphone. So hopefully it's all in here. Don't expect it to work at all, even though it said it kind of works. So let's get it out of the box and continue on. So again, here's the box, and the box ain't in the greatest of conditions. Actually, it's not even. Is it a box? What is this? Oh, okay. Ah, that's neat. It opens up, kind of like a flip top here. Got a little cord and everything. I think it's just missing that side, unfortunately. And let's see, model TP-456L, and complete with the styrofoam. This was a deal. There it is, with the tape reel. So it's got some parts. Yeah, it's gonna be missing the extras, but that's fine. Yeehaw. What is that? Lloyd's. Okay, so it's got some badging that's come off. Lloyd's, that's the cover. Okay, at least that's there. Tape head cover. I'm guessing the microphone or whatever would have gone there. And this is a outside case. Let's put you back down. There's an indiscriminate screw right there. Cover you back up. Too bad there's no remote or telephone pickup. Telephone pickup. Outside case is actually in pretty good condition. There's your remote control, your earphone. Telephone pickup would I guess just go in the microphone. Remote control here. Telephone pickup and remote control. So I am guessing, I don't know what I'm guessing. I'm going to have to look at it. Let me get it out of the case here and see what we got. I do know I'm going to have to do some cleanup. Case is in remarkably good condition. That's where that Lloyd's thing goes. No, I'm gonna have to do some cleanup because I noticed in the pictures of this that Ms. Smith here, Sandra Smith owned this DI 4506. So wherever city this came from, Sandra Smith, DI 4566. I don't know, but she lived at 1424 22nd Street Northwest. Okay. The fact that it, oh, there's another little screw. Keep track of that. Parts bin, big parts bin, parts bin. Okay, parts bin. But it came with a tape, so there might be somebody's old voice on here that we might be able to see what was going on in their life, or an old recording of some sort, which is part of the story of maybe Sandra here. If Sandra Smith is out there still, thank you. If she's not, thank you to her family and friends. But I am going to try and clean this up and get it working and see where it takes me. Plus, I don't know much about Lloyd's. I know it was an electronics discounter, kind of like Lafayette, kind of like Radio Shack, kind of like Corvettes. But it's nice to see a tape and a take-up reel for these, because these are hard to come by. And does it run on batteries? It runs on batteries. Please have no batteries in there. Feels heavy though. Feels like it might have batteries. Let's see. Oh good, there's no batteries. And they are 3 C-size batteries and not too much bad on the corrosion. I don't have any oh wait, that's a 9-volt. Interesting. Takes a 9-volt and 2 C-size batteries. Do I have 2 C-size? Japan. Let's go find out if I have 2 C-size batteries laying around somewhere. What is it all the fix-it folks say? Don't just try stuff. Make sure you're not going to blow it up first. Well, yeah, I'm going to try it. Why not? 1 C-size, other C-size battery, and a 9-volt. Interesting configuration here. So I guess that makes 12 volts. Yeah, there we go. So now you're on there. That phone was long since gone. That's my dog saying, I want to be out here with you again. You can hear him, or her. Okay, they're good enough for the moment. The heads are really dirty. Play. Look at there. Kind of works. That's going to be slow, I think. Well, let's see if there's any voices. I did not expect it to actually work. I'm expecting a tire in there or a belt. It pulls the tape. I'm going to still be shocked and amazed. We're about to find out if we got anything. I'm getting Mission Impossible vibes here. It's not as small and fancy as those on that show, but hopefully it won't self-destruct and smoke like they always did on that show. Speed. Oh, it's got a speed dial. Volume. Okay, that's low. That's low. Okay. Play. Stop. Play. Yep. Is there anything on there? I don't hear anything. Is there anything? Come on, talk to me. Did hear the speaker. Sounds terrible. Come on, have something on there. Whoa! What just happened? Wait, what? Oh, the tape is broken. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, gonna have to do some tape splicing. See if I can't continue on your way anyway. That's why this is weird. I wonder how many times that's gonna happen. I'm playing the right side of the tape, am I? Yeah, I am. I'm not sure there's anything on the tape, or the tape had a shot, which would be a disaster. Yeah, I do hear the volume kind of trying. Well, I think it's going to take some work. I just don't think there's anything on it. Well, that's sad. I was hoping somebody from the past would talk to me or something would be on here. I'm going to let it play, see if it ever does anything. This says side 2, so maybe if I go back here and then flip it and come back on this side, I'll get side 1, and maybe something will be on side 1. It's definitely got some problems with speed regulation. But it works, sort of. Now the question is, does it record and play anything? This will be a fun little project. I'm having to help it along here right now because the more tape that gets on the take-up reel here, the less it wants to keep working. And I don't want to burn out the motor, because that would be bad. There does not appear to be anything on the tape, at least on this side. Okay, so side 2, which this came on, is a bust. So let's try side 1. Come on, Sandra, talk to me. Okay, I am on the right side of the tape. The tape is very brittle. It's very old. I'm actually surprised it's holding together as well as it is. Come on, you got this. Side 1. I'm thinking it's blank tape. Let's play a while, see what happens. So yeah, there is nothing on this tape. While this was playing, I was trying to do some Sandra smithing, kind of knowing where this came from in the country, and there were a lot of Sandra Smiths in that little part of the world. One of them kind of made sense. They were a police dispatcher for a while, and this could have been used to record phone calls. So maybe division investigation. I don't know. I'm still trying to suss this person out. Probably shouldn't even do it, but now I'm curious. Okay, slight discovery. look at the case. I put the case away and then started playing around with this. But I said, gee, it would have been nice if the other stuff was there. And it suddenly dawned on me. What's this? Look at there. That's the telephone connection. And that's the remote. And microphone. So everything is in here. And another strap. So everything is here. Awesome sauce. Genuine grain cowhide. And saddle stitches. And saddle stitch. And saddle stitched. Something else I'm doing. I'm also restoring my father-in-law's old tools. So yeah, lots of things everywhere all at once. As always. Clean everything up. Relube it. Make it work. Okay, let's see if we can't get this. Now that it's been recorded for posterity here, can I get you to come off? Yes, I can. So now I can clean off the old Sharpie here. 91% isopropyl alcohol. So now we're off to the races and cleaning stuff up. Yay! I don't know about you, but I think that looks better. Sorry to Sandra Smith, but you are now cleaned up. Make sure I don't pull those wires out. And now, this side. Such tiny little wires. You're just a bunch of switches. Yeah, you're just a switch. So all the electronics are hiding right here. So what's going on the other side of this? Let's find out. It's going to be kind of a difficult thing here because all these little teeny wires are connected to it everywhere. Do I have enough play to get to you? Maybe. Yes, I do. That's a capacitor. Who knows what type? Transistor, transistor. There's a capacitor. There's a capacitor. Transistor, transistor. Little transformer for each motor. So I got 1, 2. Got another big one over there, but they're unknown. They're not marked. If I can do that, then I can really flip this around. So, black one on this little corner right there. Yeah, let's move you. There we go. Black wire goes there. Now, lots more room. Okay, so 30 microfarad 12 volt, 30 microfarad 6 volt, plus, minus, 3 microfarad 12, maybe? I love how some of these things are shorting on the other cases. 3 microfarad 12 volt. So I'm guessing 3 microfarad, probably 30, because they look the same. 3 microfarad, 12 volt. So 3 microfarad, 12 volt, 3 microfarad, 12 volt, 3 microfarad, 12 volt, 30 microfarad, 6 volt, 30 microfarad, 12 volt. Those are all resistors. So 1, 2, 3, 3. 3 30s. 3 3s and 3 30s. See what we got. Okay, I do have some replacements. So this one, here, let me get a pointer. This one says 30 microfarads, 12 volts. I don't have any radial ones, but I have some axial ones. And these are 33 microfarads with 25 volts. And I think I can stretch them across that. Look at the size difference there. And for the 3 microfarad ones, I have some 3.3. So I got enough for all capacitor replacements. And we will go from there. Once I get there, that is. Okay, let's get these two first, I guess. So in terms of solder... Uh-oh, where'd you come from? I'm going to have to figure out where you came from. Probably right there. Yep, that's already broken. Okay, note to future self. This little guy goes right there. So it came up off of that spot. So you are there, you are here. So this little red one went right there. Interesting. Yeah, that's definitely where that goes. Try not to do that to any of the other ones. Okay, so you are going to go here. Okay, you are much closer to this guy. Now, here and there. Definitely hard to figure out. There and there. And I'm going to say there. That sounds promising. Yeah, I think that one was good. Now, down here. Here and here. So yellow wire right here. Not the simplest little connections here. Here, let's get those two out. I hate when they bend leads. Here we go. 1. And it is not going to come out easily. There we go. And it is minus down below. So minus down. So yeah, that's a 3 microfarad 12 volt. So minus is that one, plus is that one. That is the right one, right? Yep. So you two go there. Let's put you in. I don't think I need any extra flux. But of course I undid that wire. So let me put that wire back. Ow, 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 ow. That's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Okay, you're back. Now, we do it again. Okay, there we go. 1. That just took a while. Yoink, yoink. Okay, now fish out this other one. And you came off again. And I probably fused you again. Yes, I did. Okay, fine. Okay, let's get this figured out. Again, minus goes up top. Yeah, might have to actually be on solder. Okay, now where are you? Way down there, way down here, in there. So I gotta watch out for the orange wire there. That looks promising. Only burned myself a little. Okay, that was the right one. So there and straight up. So there and straight up. So it's got to be in there. Okay, negative there. And what are you? Yeah, you're 30 microfarads. So you will be 33. Nobody else broke, right? Yes, you did. Black broke. So black and red both go there. Being too hard on you two. Oh, I just broke another one. And you go there. So you are a 3 microfarad negative down. So 3 microfarad negative down. So you were like this. Not doing very good on all these little fragile wires. You go there. Black and red there. Black there. Okay, now the two big ones. Okay, one of you is there. And the other one is hiding in that craziness. That's some old flux cleanup. So again, negative, positive over here. Will you reach? Oh, you're going to be short. So close. You're just a little short. Okay, we're going to have to get a little creative. That's why you keep more leads. That should probably make it now. So it was positive over here, negative way over there. Okay, I'm going to have to get a little fancy here. Not the prettiest. It'll work. Now this one. Okay, I've reconnected all the wires to the best of my ability. I'll probably test it and clean it up, see if it works. Let's do a little test. Make sure I didn't do anything too crazy. Okay, so play. Come on. Play. Success. At least so far, I guess. Gonna do it this way. There's something on it! There is actually something on it. Okay, well, I have made progress. That's a good thing. I just have to get it fully working. I wonder, does it matter which side you're on? So I wonder if I could switch you, because you've been thoroughly munged up. You've been over here for a long time. I wonder if you might be better there, and you might be better over here. I think I'll probably do that when I do this. This tire looks older than this one. And I need to screw you down. Need to screw you down. Yeah. See, I think that'll work much better. I got a plan. Finals are going on, so not much time to do this kind of thing, but got a little bit of time to work on this some more, partially put it back together, see if I can't get it working. So probably just a little bit of cleanup here and trying to re-glue some things, put it all back together. At least that's my plan at the moment. How did this all go? How did this all work before? Yeah, let's preserve you over there. And then Carefully this way. Yeah. Okay. I need to work on the standoff. Let's move you two guys. And put you here. And you down like this if I can get away with it. I can, almost. Okay, so I've got some fixing to do here and here. Here is 1, and here is 2. You go over here, and you go over here, somehow. So I need to get you guys back in there. So basically, a lot of hot snot gluing. Once I can actually get you in there. My fingers are not small enough. We can do tweezers. So let's see, you gotta go like so. And you eventually this way. So, glue. Let there be glue power. I guess I could clean it up in here too. While I wait for the glue gun to do its thing. Lots of debris from the rubber of the tires. It has become one with the plastic. That's better. Now I have to glue the bejesus out of it. Okay, now you. I have glue. I have glue. Yeah, that backfired spectacularly. Definitely shows I know what I'm doing. Not at all. Put you there and then shut it in. Can't have too much hot snot. God, that was terrible. Don't judge me. Well, there's one. God. Ah! May not be pretty, but it'll hold. That did not go without a hitch. Okay, for my own sanity, I decided to just disconnect the speaker. Black wire marked as B, W I marked as it white. I already took the white one off. Just so I don't have to worry about keeping this all together as I work on the rest of it. That'll make life a lot easier to fix and work on this. I still haven't quite figured out this. Again, this one was screwed in place. This one wasn't. This has an indentation for how it is screwed into place on the other side. This one, nothing. So there wasn't any of this. And again, I can only think this is the play and stop mechanism. So play and stop and rewind. Play record maybe? Oh, look at there. Yeah, well, no, that really shouldn't do anything. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what's going on there. So again, this just goes back and forth. So if that's there, it kind of keeps pressure on that. But this one is free to go anywhere. So let me just get to work on cleaning this up. See what happens. Okay, so first things first. Let me clean all that up. There was a bunch of old caked on rubberized material. I wanted to get that off. That's pretty good. Same deal over here. Now, a dabble of oil. Just a little bit right here that I can feed in. You get down in there, and you get down in there. Yeah, that should be good, that. And time to clean the heads here. Time for a little isopropyl alcohol. And while I'm here, what kind of potentiometer are you? Carbon track? Okay. Get you in there. In there. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie 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 doo. Hoping it kind of got in there. Looks promising. Okay. Same deal over here. Now to flip you over. Now to refurbish you. Okay, you're a little bent. That's fine. So I think same deal. That looks pretty good. That one's got a little bit of an effort there. Is it just a lube problem? Well, let's find out. That's better. I need to buff you up a little bit. Okay, let's do a little fake regeneration here. Let's just try to rough it up a little bit so that there's a little more consistent friction around the tire here. It seems more dirty than anything. You would end up going here. Oh, wait, yeah, here. Eventually. Now this, see this one, I swapped them because this one looks like it's in much better condition than this one, and this is more the drive side. In fact, yeah, this tire looks a lot more robust. I can tell that it sat for a long time, however, because the gearing sat, I don't know if you can see it, here's a little divot right there. So hopefully I can move that out just a smidge. A little dirt on this a little bit. And again, it's spinning a lot better than it was. Okay, so you'd end up going here. Okay, so I need to screw you all on from the other side. So, you guys have to go back on there. Okay, let me get you started. There's one. Here's two. Okay, maybe not. Here's two. Okay, so now, what's going on and why did you stop recording? I'm having camera troubles. How much of that did not record? Nothing's worse than recording something when you suddenly find out your camera has gone berserk. Berserk! It's still going berserk. It's putting a line across the screen. Oh well. Don't have time to fix that. Just another thing to worry about. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was fixing stuff. I was trying to screw this on a little tighter. There we go. And then that was fine. Now when I come over here, you should have good contact, and you should have good contact. You do, and you do. You've been buffed. I need to fix you now to the best of my ability. Now, this was here, this, and then this were on the back side, and this is on the front side. And it locked this arm in such a way that I guess it could act, honestly, I don't know. I think when it shifts one way, it would come away from it when it shifts the other way. So play, stop. But I don't understand. I feel like you should have been over here of ever being screwed down. This side does. This side shows no evidence of being screwed down. This side does. I feel like this is missing on the other side. Okay, camera, stop it. Stop it. What is your problem? So I'm in a bit of a quandary here. Definitely went over here with this one for some sort of careful adjustment. Unknown, I don't know. Question is, how are you adjusted? Because if you're too tight, you don't go anywhere. You're not getting over there. So that is, what is going on here? See, you need to be, are you on the wrong side maybe? I am very confused at the moment. See, I know you were here because I remember taking you apart. Now, are you actually supposed to be on the other side? But then there's that. Play. That's faster. That's slower. So you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. If I lock you down, I think that's my issue. You need to be locked down in a certain place. See, if I do that, it breaks it. I need to be on the other side. Okay. Because then if you go this way, you're off. If I hit play, so when I hit rewind, you're supposed to be broken. And when I hit play, stop. So you need to go on the other side. That's exactly what's going on. Yeah, okay. Now we're cooking with gas. Because now I can do that. Cool. So I need to, when I hit play, stop. When I hit rewind, okay, so there, stop. Okay. So stay there. I'll just fine tune it in a minute. So, washer, get the wires out of the way. Locking nut. Impossible little locking nut. Nut. And I dropped it again. Let's try this one more time. Let's try this one more time. Washer. Wires out of the way. Locking nut. Thank you. Nut. Okay, and then on adjustments, hit place on this side, so when I hit play, you move away. Stop. I'm there. Play. Yeah. So if I'm there, play. Rewind. Play. Okay. So, right there. Where are you? There you are. Now, play. Stop. Play. A little too tight. Okay, so out a little more. Out a little more. Play. There we go. Stop. Rewind. Stop. Play. What? Play. Uh-oh. Rewind. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, now it's breaking that. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting confused. Stop. Rewind. Stop. Play. Okay. That's slower. That's faster. Rewind. Play. Faster. Slower. Okay. I've said okay a lot. Okay. Continuing on. Oh yeah, speaker connection again now. Gotta go back and put the speaker connection on. So, you guys, I need to restrip that. There we go. And it is black-white. So we put you there. You there. Okay. We put you there. So we can do black and then white. Okay, gotta go this way. You guys are in there. First white. Okay, W for white. W for white, if I can actually do it. Apparently I can't. This is why you have to have incredible patience to do this. You're always bent the wrong way. Thank you. Come on, guys, help me out a little bit here, would you? Frustration level infinity. Okay, fine. We're gonna use my fingers. Chance to burn my fingers. Yay! Can I even reach the black one? No, I can't. Yeah, I can. Sort of. Now I can, sort of not. Okay, finally. Okay. Now, very carefully, we have to put you back together. Okay, you. Oh, of course. Where did the blue wire go? And it is either microphone. Yeah, it's one of the microphones. Oh no. Where did you attach? Oh, I hate little wires. I hate them. I hate them with passion. Okay, you end up going here somehow. Okay, it's a good thing I saved or have old video. Okay, you have to go there. That little blue connection to the little top pin there. I just need to do that here in a second. So you have to go in here like so. Oops, other way. Actually, no, you go here. No, you have to go there. The only place you can fit. So you gotta go here. Let's fit in tight. Then you. You're in the wrong place. Yeah, you're in the wrong place. Actually, you go here. Yeah, you go here. That one there. And the orange one's up there. Okay, wow, I missed completely. Crap! Look at all these wires. You go here. All these solder joints are barely connected. Okay, you go here. You go here. And I need to resolder you now. Okay. And then you go here and connect there. Please don't knock off any more wires anywhere, because you have to solder there. You guys are fine. You're fine. Those are my replacement things there. Okay. we're getting somewhere. And I even stripped these tiny wires with so little to strip. Okay. That one is affirmative. Get you connected now. You. Can I strip you? Just enough. Just a teeny bit. Just a tiny bit. Come on. There we go. Now you have to go here without burning myself. No more leads need refixing. And of course. And of course. And of course. Camera, behave. Need a new cable. You missed some riveting, me having to resolder tiny little things again. Again, these wires are really old and brittle and they break easy, so I had to fix a couple connections here and one there, one over here, throwing this all back together. But now, I think, maybe, finally, possibly, there's a chance that we're in the end game here. So now, we can screw some things into the places they're supposed to be screwed in such a way that we can finally put this all back together. And I don't exactly have the right tool. Because that has to screw into that. Then it's the corners. Okay. That was just a screw, which I will deal with in a second. Okay, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're almost in. Okay, you're in, you're in, you're in, you're in. Everybody's in. Hopefully we're getting to the end game here. And it was you went right up there. Easier said than done. There we go. Now you. Okay, there are little tabbies on the front here that have to go in first. Making progress. I'm being overly optimistic. I need to fix the foam. We're just going to test for the moment. Batteries are in. What did I do with the stuffs? And the camera is still on, remarkably. Oh, you know what? There are two little screw holes there. And I found two indiscriminate tiny little screws. Yeah, here's one. With you guys. Yeah, you guys. Okay, we'll do that in a minute. Because you're eventually going to go here. You are eventually, for best results, had microphone as illustrated. Okay. Next to your face. Makes sense. You are eventually going to go there. Tapes. Please work. It's music. Uh-oh. What? Oh no. Okay, back we go. Why did it do that? Why are you rewinding now? Well, that's irritating. And you also came out. Okay, that's wonderful. Wonderful. Okay, so back we go. Overly optimistic I was. Figure out why you're not doing what you should be doing. And I have to get you out too. I got all excited there for nothing. Okay, what happened here? Oh, dirt. Oh no! Yeah, I'll get another one to fix. Why weren't they not going very well? Is it because you were hitting this? You're fine. So that one I broke. Fiddle faddle. Plastic. Gotta love it. I find that very confusing. Yeah, let's at least have some fun with the tape. Well, we go through this yet again. I mean, it's a simple little mechanism. Just doesn't run well with this thing on it. Okay, that's all good to know. Because it can't grip that tire very well. It can't grip the tire very well. That tire sucks. That's what I've learned. Yeah, without that on there, goes like crazy buns. With it there, not so much. So here, let's do it that way. Need a little more tension on that spring right there. It's just tearing up that thing. Sea of love? That's what it sounds like. It's like I recognize it, but I can't quite place it. turning out to be quite the project. Hey, rock and roll, do 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 do. Hey, rock and roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. Speed is all over the place. Huh. Little dual motor thing here is perplexing me a little bit. I haven't figured out the spacing of the disc here yet. You need to get kicked off. That's why that's happening. Ah! I'll get there. It'll just take me a while. Okay, you need to be kicked off. You're missing a screw. That's all there is to it. So when you're there, then you need to come off. So yeah. I need to find a screw for that, because you're supposed to be... Okay. These two things kick the two motors in and out of operation on the sides. So that's why that's not working. So you're missing a screw here. You have been for a long time, I suspect, because when you are rewinding, you're supposed to be kicked off. So when you're rewinding, you're kicked off. So I need to move you so you're kicked off just a little bit. But when I hit play, you'll be off. But when I hit stop, rewind, you'll be off. I need to figure out where you need to be. And then I need to figure out where you need to be. So again, when I hit rewind, you're connected, but you're not. Well, the rewind works. Nope. Actually, is that it? No, because you didn't catch. Irritating little mechanism. Irritating little crappy mechanism. Okay. Time to go in. I've run out of work time today. So it'll carry on to yet another day. But things have been accomplished. Wait! I can actually make that out. Let's go back a little bit. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no keep me away from you. I know what's on here now. See if I can't go back here and get that. Yep, that's what that was. But again, I think this has been busted a long time because this is fighting that. Oh, and it just broke. In the broken spot. Because I think this is just being kind of dragged along with it, slowing it down. Because I think when that's engaged, you should not be. And when this is rewinding, you are at least not engaged like you should be. But when I hit play, yeah, see that goes off of it. So you should be doing the same thing over here. So when I hit rewind, yeah. See, you're supposed to be doing the same kind of deal. Okay, so I at least know what's going on. Okay, just as I suspected, this was missing. So I cobbled together a smaller washer and screw and nut so that when you hit play, you'll see this kicks out away from this, and this drive kicks into play. What was happening before is this was dragging against this and they were fighting each other depending on the system because this was missing and this wasn't even aligned right. Now when you hit stop, this pops back. I hit rewind, this rewinds and this pushes off so that this is free to go, so we can do a nice rewind. So as this sloshes back and forth, it kicks this motor out or this motor out depending on which way you want to do it and how it goes. So everything should now be copacetic to work. So hopefully now if I hit play, and now it works. The only issue being whatever was recorded on here last had speed issues because of the fighting gears and everything. And most of the tape is blank because I have a feeling somebody recorded something and went, yeah! Now let's put it back together. Finally. This is about the 5th time I've had this apart and put back together. Trying to figure out exactly how it all works. I think we're finally almost there. Okay, I'm gonna get you guys in. I just have to remember how. So you're the T90 one. You are the other one. Careful to try not to break any of the wires. I had to resolder almost every wire on this little shindig here. My apologies as this won't be the most linear of videos as it's been occurring during a lot of my semester happening all at once.
My garden is done.
Your garden is done?
You want to come see it? Yes.
Sure. Let me come see your garden. Peppers and tomatoes have been planted. Since all the plastic offsets for these have been busted and I had to hot snot glue them in, I got to be careful not to over torque them because that would be bad. That one does not want to go in. 2. One here. See if I can get it in go. It's like right there. Oh yeah, don't pour scalding water on your hand. It's bad. Not something you want to do on, every occasion. Oh yeah, the oddball one. So I'm working on putting back my original setup together here, as most of it was at school, at my university, for a couple research projects that were going on this semester. I didn't have much of a chance for all the best stuff to get everything done properly, in a sense, until I was able to bring it all back. So I had all kinds of camera issues going on during this little video, all kinds of issues. So hopefully, after this video, the mechanics of my style here, not that I have any style, will be a little better in terms of the flow of my summer fixing and YouTubing. I'm unfortunately remodeling some bathrooms, or having some work done on them, and helping, and doing flooring and all that wonderful stuff, and trying to set up a wood shop all at the same time, because, you need all that free time taken over. So I just put it on the back, and I hope it works. And, oops, well, that was brilliant. And I hope it works. Sure, why not? This way. Still got to clean up the inside. Where the little flanges, there they are. Well, that went on nicer, because I'd like to be done with this. I got this thinking it was going to be a quick little short project, and it was anything but. Turned out to be more of a thing than I thought it would be. as the electronics were toasted on the inside, so I was getting no sound originally. Once I got that figured out, I got sound, and then there were missing pieces and parts, so I had to recover all those. And then also figure out kind of the mechanism and how it works. And figure out there was a little music, but the recording quality was, well, you heard that. I'm going to see if it does better later. Sure hope it does. You're not going in there. Why aren't you going in there? There's always one. So let's put some new foam on it, because, well, that's not foam anymore. I really hope I'm recording this. It's always at this point I go, am I recording? Yes, I am. Yay. So we will do a little felt. Probably a better idea anyway. That reminds me, I got some felt work to do on a Sony integrated amp that I restored not too long ago before I started capturing things on, video. And come to find out, underneath a lot of the sliders and switches and everything, there should have been some felt backing that was just not present on mine because it had, well, rotted away. So maybe I can do that and tell you the story of it at least. I do have some old pictures. I think it came with a full cat of fur in it. Yeah, that's better. There we go. Now, this. Are you flat? Yeah, you're flat. Let that dry over there for a minute. Come back over here and figure out this tiny screw problem. Because this has to go there, and there's this itty bitty screw to hold it in place, of which I only have one. But one is going to have to do for the moment. Now that's going to be nearly impossible. Eyeglass screwdriver. Eyeglass screwdriver. Eyeglass screw. And I don't think I found the other tiny screw. I did find an indiscriminate screw that didn't match. Haha! It's done! Now we get to see if it works and what it does. Doesn't do anything. Where'd I put all this stuff? Let me pause here for a minute and clean up. So I had a little luck. I was going through the styrofoam of the box that this came in again, and I found the other little teeny bitty screw, so I can put that in. Fortunately, I just put up the screwdriver. So yeah, I got to pull it out again. So let's put it in, and then remarkably, everything was in the box. Finishing a little of the cleanup there. So there's been a lot of frustration on this one, but also a lot of nice luck figuring out ways to get this fixed. Now we can play and see what it does, if it does anything. Here's the case. Everything came with it. And we've got the phone pickup and the microphone, which I have not tested at all or even looked at it until this moment. I have no idea if this works. Oh, that's interesting. First time I'm unwrapping this and I see these wires are completely pulled out here. And there's been enough heat that with the wires wrapped around this, it has partially eaten and melted the outer casing of this. That's kind of crazy. So this just being wrapped around, and it's also melted on the wiring there. So we got a white, a red, and two blacks, and a ground. If this works, I'll be shocked. Just out of curiosity, let's see what's in it. The screws are stripped. Wow, that's a long screw. Oh, cool. I just looked over my shoulder. I've got a new Stez fix to look at. He's a machine, man. He puts them out left and right. I can only scrounge in a little bit of free time here and there. Yeah! Well, that looks terrible, but it's just a switch. Okay, this is just a strain relief. And it's very brittle. It's very brittle. Well, that was awesome. Well, fudge. That's to the microphone. That's to the stereo. Okay, so it goes in that way. One's bigger than the other. So the bigger one is the microphone, and this is the microphone switch. So that goes like that. Let's just see. Don't touch the foam there. I have to figure out how to improve that. Could desolder it all and put some shrink tubing on it. Let's just see what it does. Okay, there's no tape in there, so no danger in this. Volume high. Oh, it worked. Okay, well, it works. I guess I could put a tape on it and put it in the blank spot and then see what happens. Okay, there's a blank spot. Let's see if this is gonna work. I don't have my hopes up. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. You and me. I don't know the lyrics to that song at all, but I'm trying just to make sure that I am going to record something and see if it actually does record anything and if the microphone is actually working and is it doing anything. So let's hope it's actually doing something, because I would really like this to actually work. I'll be shocked if it works. Yeah, I know I could rewind, but it goes awfully fast. Usually the microphones in these are the ones that die.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3. You and me. I don't know the lyrics to that song at all, but I'm trying just to make sure that I am going to record something and see if it actually does record anything and if the microphone is actually working and is it doing anything. So let's hope it's actually doing something, because I would really like this to actually work.
Get in there, to borrow somebody else's catchphrase. Okay, I think this works as this recording level too. So let's dial in this. Okay, so let me think about this. Recording is slightly off pitch. So if I make it a little faster, could I make it a little slower? Okay, let's play around with the speed a little bit and see what it can do in terms of me messing around with the pitch and speed, because it's highly variable over here. I don't think this was meant for like hi-fi quality stuff. Okay, let's play around with the speed a little bit and see what it can do in terms of me messing around with the pitch and speed, because it's highly variable over here. I don't think this was meant for like hi-fi quality stuff. So, yeah, this is Dr. Joe's fun stuff, having fun with fun stuff that used to not work, now does. And it probably has an interesting story.